Number one, let's start with what happened yesterday, because she has gone viral, all right? She's gone viral over hot girls eat Arby's. Yeah. She was wearing this outfit, this arrangement into the Chicago Sky game. Of course, the Indiana Fever, I would like to say, beat the brakes off the Sky, but really it felt like they underachieved a good bit yesterday.
What happens when you throw curly fries, a catchphrase tee, and a WNBA plot twist into the same blender? You get 800,000 reasons to believe Sophie's Arby's shirt just shook the league to its core. That's right, fast food fashion is outpacing ticket revenue, and Angel Reese isn't exactly loving it. Did we just witness the wildest crossover since Space Jam? Buckle up, because this isn't just drama, it's roast beef-fueled chaos, and someone's definitely feeling a little extra salty. Let's dig in.
Cunningham's t-shirt became a marketing phenomenon. Sophie Cunningham currently plays for the Indiana Fever and has now become one of the most recognizable WNBA players. Barbie night pulled up wearing a shirt that said "Hot girls eat Arby's." Internet lost it. But here's the real backstory. A few months earlier, Sophie posted a video rating Arby's. It was just her being authentic in herself. Puppy went viral.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and give Arby's a solid 9 out of 10.
Following this, the phrase "hot girls eat Arby's" started flying around. Turns out that Arby's has been saying this since 2020.
At some point, the WNBA quietly shifted gears, from basketball to whatever spectacle this is now. It's not even pretending anymore. The game, optional. The skill, background noise. The drama, non-negotiable. You'd be forgiven for thinking the shot clock was counting down Instagram captions instead of plays. And in the middle of all this beautifully chaotic theater, a strange kind of hero emerges, not with a dunk, but with an Arby's tee and the quiet confidence of someone who knows exactly who she is. Sophie didn't break ankles, she broke the internet. No crossover, no trash talk, just curly fries, clarity, and a casual strut straight into the league's collective consciousness. Somehow, she made authenticity go viral.
Somebody that has gotten ridiculously popular this year with the Indiana Fever. I made a prediction that she was going to be the second most popular player on this team by the end of the year. And then, of course, there was the big incident during the Connecticut Sun game. And by the end of that game, she was known as Caitlin Clark's enforcer, right? The one that's got her back. At times, it feels like the only one that's got her back, if I'm being quite honest.
She's not out here running isolation plays. She's isolating the truth. No wigs, no lashes, no press-on personas. Just realness, curly fries, and a viral tee that did numbers. While the rest of the league scrambles to build brands on beef that barely sizzles, Sophie's serving something different, unfiltered, unfazed, and unmistakably herself. They'll preach support women's sports with one hand and drop thirst trap TikToks with the other, like they're angling for a spot on the next reboot of Love and Layups. But Sophie, she just clocks in, speaks facts, and casually moves 800,000 shirts like it's no big deal. Just another Wednesday in the life of the league's most unexpected disruptor.
Sophie Cunningham has broken the internet in multiple ways over the last day. All right, the other day before the Chicago Sky game, this Barbie, and let's be real, let's be honest. If you were going to cast somebody as Barbie, there's a good chance you'd take a long, hard look at Sophie Cunningham.
It's like someone cracked a window and let in a gust of fresh air. Judging by the flurry of reactions, some as wild as a fourth-quarter turnover, that breeze definitely ruffled a few synthetic lashes on its way through. Because when someone like Sophie starts gaining momentum, the league looks confused. She doesn't fit the template. She's not part of the curated Instagram cliques. She's not out here dancing mid-game after dropping a 2-4-10. And she sure isn't clinging to choreographed friendships just to stay in the algorithm. She's the glitch in the matrix, and apparently, authenticity wasn't part of the brand playbook.
Let's talk about Arby's. She is now on the Arby's payroll. Decided that it was a match made in roast beef heaven. Hot girls eat Arby's. No knock on Arby's, Sophie, but if you give Arby's 9 out of 10, I'll take you to Racks. I'll buy you some Racks, and I think you will find that hot girls probably eat Racks. Arby's has a new spokeswoman, and it just so happens to be Sophie Cunningham. Yeah, that's right. Sophie Cunningham, who took to her social media to discuss how much she enjoyed a trip that she made to Arby's. And
that's exactly why people gravitate toward her. In an era where everyone's performing, Sophie's just present. No extensions, no filters, no PR team scripting her every move. And maybe, just maybe, that's what fans are really starving for. Basketball players who act like basketball players. Wild concept, right? It's the same reason CeCe hijacked the narrative without asking. The same reason Aaliyah slices through the noise like a human lie detector. These women aren't chasing viral moments. They're just accidentally iconic. No gimmicks. No polish. Just game. Which leads us to a brutally uncomfortable truth no one wants to say out loud. If the league still can't figure out how to turn black women who actually hoop into household names, then what exactly are we doing here? The talent. It's never been the issue. It's always been there, loud, undeniable, and elite. But instead of elevating it, they keep betting on gimmicks over greatness. TikTok flair over on-court fire. Hairstyles over handles. And in doing so, they're not just missing the mark, they are missing the moment.
100,000 followers overnight. I don't know if you guys knew, she had like 300 or something less than 48 hours ago. Insane. The enforcer has arrived. And she even posted like twice since then, bro. She's totally taken it to a whole new level. Like, Caitlin Clark has a new star. This is like a new star in the WNBA. People ain't gonna like it. People aren't gonna like it. Trace Leches, you know what I'm saying? Caitlin Clark, Sophie Cunningham, and Lexi Hull, which, by the way, kind of was obsessed with her before she even came along.
It's like they're running a beauty pageant disguised as a basketball league. Visibility isn't earned through points or assists. It's measured in selfies, subtweets, and who's rocking the longest press ONS during warm-ups. And somewhere in that dizzying swirl of performance art, the real hoopers, the ones who show up, lock in, and actually play basketball, get lost in the noise. Then Sophie walks in, rocking an Arby's shirt like it's couture, and suddenly becomes the most talked about figure in the league. Not because she chased clout, but because her presence made the whole charade look ridiculous by comparison. No glam squad, no strategy, just a t-shirt, a smirk, and the kind of authenticity you can't manufacture. And the backlash? Predictable. The same voices that scream for more attention suddenly morph into gatekeepers. The same people who preach visibility got real quiet when the spotlight landed on someone they didn't vet, brand, or choreograph. Turns out, unscripted doesn't fit the script, and that might be the league's biggest problem of all.
The thing I like about Sophie is that she's tough. So when Caitlin Clark last week, or not last week, a couple days ago, when Caitlin Clark got destroyed, her girl Sophie came to her defense, and this was the most beast mode thing that I've seen a woman do in WNBA history. Now, Sophie, who's my one of my favorites now, she's become one of my favorite WNBA players. I'm gonna watch her too, like I watch Caitlin. Look at what she did, and people may not say that this was in response or whatever the case may be, but I feel like Sophie is like, you want to play?
Sophie is the curated chaos crew's worst nightmare. Someone the fans genuinely love, without the polish, without the packaging. But here's the thing. This was never really about Sophie. It's about what she represents. A growing hunger for athletes who feel real. Players who treat the league like a competition, not a catwalk. Who grind, stay grounded, and don't need to engineer drama just to stay in the algorithm. Who care more about their next matchup than their next endorsement deal. No feuds, no filters. Just focus. And if that kind of presence makes some people squirm, maybe it's time to ask why. Why is authenticity suddenly threatening? Maybe the league needs to stop obsessing over marketable personas and start respecting the players who show up every day, give everything, and ask for nothing in return. The ones who don't need TikTok duets to prove they are relevant. The ones who don't have to fake being relatable because they are. The ones who clock in, lace up, and give it everything, not for applause, but because that's just who they are. Maybe it's time the league started clapping for that.
To the arena yesterday, wearing that, there she is right there. Let's just bring this up. Over at Tater Report, there she is right there. Hot girls eat Arby's. I can only imagine, and I have no idea. I would assume this is some kind of sponsorship with Arby's, right? Right there. I don't know. The roast beef sandwich jokes just sort of write themselves at this point. And just like that, I want a cheddar melt.